Jimmy Dore thinks he's important enough to be monitored and controlled by the CIA. I'm not kidding. This was in response to a YouTube content creator by the name of Sean, who put together an excellent detailed video showing how Jimmy Dore spreads lies and conspiracy theories in regard to the coronavirus pandemic and the vaccine. In fact, most of his content these days is vaccine skepticism and garbage related to that. And Sean actually succeeded in showing how Jimmy Dore has these graphics that alter actual articles and what the articles are communicating. In fact, Jimmy Dore claimed that he had fired a producer for putting these misleading graphics together. And Max Blumenthal from the Gray Zone decided to join Jimmy Dore to talk about what was really behind Sean's actions. Let's watch.
Sean, who made a video about you, attacking you, who I actually didn't know he was affiliated with Bread2, but he's considered part of their constellation. And the video attacking you, which relies heavily on official sources, the FDA says that, the World Health Organization says that. It looks a lot like this countering pseudoscience material, and it was very strategically placed. It was algorithmically boosted on YouTube.
Oh, it was definitely algorithmically boosted on YouTube. No doubt about that they was given the favored treatment on YouTube. The CIA and the intelligence beholden that Google and YouTube, they're in bed with the intelligence community. Of course they are. Google, Alphabet, the biggest and largest, most profitable communications company in the history of the world. Any company, of course they are. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupt you. But yes, that was what, as soon as I read the story, I'm like, oh, that's they funded this. That hit job on me because it was super professionally done. It looked like it had to have some resources behind it.
All right, Grandpa, let's move it along.
Okay, so a bunch of hilarious things come out of that. First of all, yeah, they're working around the clock on algorithmically boosting rando Sean's videos, no offense to Sean, right?
Yeah.
Against Jimmy Dore, because at the CIA headquarters at Langley, they're like, what's going on the Dore case? Have we boosted all the algorithms yet? Okay. I mean, these are just clowning around, but now it's hilarious now. I mean, before they were, implying that Amy Goodman's CIA, now Sean is CIA.
No, everyone's CIA. Everyone's CIA.
Everyone except Jimmy Dore. But wait a minute. If the CIA controls Alphabet and Google and YouTube, earlier Jimmy was claiming that his show is so much bigger than ours. Dun, dun, dun! Was the CIA algorithmically boosting Jimmy? If that was true, and he's so large and we're so small, is the CIA on his side? Inquiring minds want to know.
If something happens that you don't like, CIA. Always.
Okay,
always.
So, but here comes the best part. And this is not us. I posted about this on social media, and I already thought it was hilarious. And then I read the comments. You guys nailed it. Okay, they're like, "Hey, didn't he fire a producer over that?" He said, "Oh, Sean was right, and the producer had screwed up and had done the wrong graphic, and we showed you that video." And he's like, "Well, I got rid of that idiot producer." So, Jimmy, are you going to hire him back? Because now you think it was the CIA, and you didn't do anything wrong. So if you had fired the producer because he embarrassed you and Sean did that video showing how you lie, then I guess then the producer didn't do anything wrong. Why don't you bring the producer back? Guys, I have to confess, this is one where I was a tiny bit naive. When people were speculating that there was no producer, I thought, no, I can see Jimmy firing a producer. He's a malicious guy, right? And you nailed it. Edwin, our stage manager here, he nailed it. He's like, no producer. There ain't no producer. He's totally lying. Where's the producer, Jimmy? Where's the producer?
Well, the producer's now working for Debbie Wasserman Schultz and Hillary Clinton. That's what's happening.
Maybe the producer was also CIA.
It's the result of the duopoly. That's what's really happening here. Anyway.
Where's the producer, Jimmy? Let him go. Let the poor guy bring it back. Give him his job back. Which one is it? Was it CIA or was it a producer? So.
And by the way, I mean, look, I know just like with Tulsi, I was ahead of the curve in regard to Gray Zone and people like Aaron Mate and all of that. Can I Can I also do my victory lap in regard to the gray zone and the garbage that's put out by them?
Of course.
Come on, guys.
Come on.
Like, it's
look, gray zone's a total and utter joke. If you're still catching feelings over that, that's hilarious. So the Aaron Mate going and saying an election that a dictator won with 95% of the vote.
No, you don't know, Cenk.
He gotta.
You haven't been to Syria.
The people of Syria love Bashar Assad. That's why they did a civil war. I mean, what? No, he got. When people, first of all, no one ever gets 95%. Not even close. Remember when Reagan blew out Mondale? It was like, I think it was still in the 50s in terms of how much Reagan had got. 95% is impossible. Any reporter would know that. Let alone he went all the way to Syria. And then he comes back, he's like, God, could be. With Charles Assad, he paid some of the expenses, and we had to go around and stuff. And then now Grayson was like, oh yeah, CIA's, they're doing coups against good, wonderful people like Bashar al-Assad, but also algorithmically boosting against Jimmy Dore.
No, and my other thing, the thing I especially love is the vaccine skepticism that's being doled out by the gray zone now. And they've cultivated a very specific audience. And when Aaron Mate had tweeted a few things encouraging people to get vaccinated, the audience retaliated against him. But I love it. Make your bed, lay in it, and then go cry on Twitter for literally months about us.
Oh, they love this too. By the way, if the CIA is controlling Alphabet, Google, and YouTube, why don't they just ban Jimmy? It's not like they don't ban people, they ban them all the time.
Yeah.
So they're like, no. He's so important that we're not gonna ban him. We have to do the boosting.
Yeah.
How many agents we got on the boosting? This is the same clown who thought like, oh, they're coming in and disliking my video, my detractors and stuff.
They're taking away my likes.
YouTube was taking away their likes.
Yeah.
Dude, you're such a, and I gotta say, I was wrong about another thing. I thought Jimmy hadn't written a fresh joke in 10 years. Turns out he has. These are all hilarious.
Definitely.
Right? Really, guys, really, does anyone believe that YouTube, which is a multi-billion-dollar corporation that has mega stars on it that have nothing to do with politics, is bothering to go to tiny little pissant Jimmy Dore, one of the tiniest channels, let's take away the likes, let's add dislikes, let's boost Sean.
Yeah.
Like
no,
algorithmically.
The CIA
in cahoots with YouTube.
Right, boosted Sean.
Right.
Yeah.
But
it wasn't the fact that Sean put together a devastating video that was also highly entertaining and informative.
Yeah.
But look, we're not even done, okay? Someone brought to my attention a conversation that Jimmy Dore had about our business practices.
Oh,
okay. He apparently has a problem with the merchandise that ShopTYT is selling, which, by the way, check it out, shoptyt.com. Let's hear what he had to say.
They sell a T-shirt at the Young Turks store, along with the coffee, the emojis, whatever, and their credibility and integrity. They also sell a AOC T-shirt. Did you know that?
They sell an AOC T-shirt?
Yeah, over at their store.
Why?
For money. What do you mean? Because that's what they've cultivated. That's why. Why did Cenk Uygur lie to his own fans about force the vote?
Force the vote. Oh my God.
It's gonna be like 2030. They're still gonna be talking about force the vote. Nancy Pelosi is gonna be retired. You're like, force the vote, dude. Move on. Come up with something new. Don't you have anything original?
They don't. That was their heyday. They can't let it go. It is what it is. Whatever. For the love of God, let's just let the force the vote go. Okay, but why don't we take a look at Jimmy Dore's store? And by the way, yeah, ShopTYT has AOC merchandise. She's a Justice Democrat. Cenk is the co-founder of Justice Democrats, and AOC is a progressive lawmaker.
We also have Bernie gear.
Yeah.
We also have other progressive gear. You know why? Because we're progressive. Jimmy, you should check that out.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's got progressive stuff on his store, right?
he
doesn't have a store.
He does have a store.
Oh, he does. That's weird. Because I thought that was just taking advantage of your audience to have a store.
No, but it's okay when he has a store that sells political merchandise. But His political merchandise is quite curious. Why don't we take a look at a screenshot of his store? Oh wow, look at all that Let's Go Brandon stuff.
Well, that's not progressive at all, is it? That is the most right-wing thing you could possibly have. What an amazing coincidence, Jimmy. You cultivate a right-wing audience, and in order to monetize that right-wing audience, you sell them Let's Go Brandon t-shirts and gear. Look, guys, I don't have any problem with anybody selling any gear, okay?
Right.
But I didn't bring it up, right? So he does, and pretending to be high and mighty. Dude, didn't you check your own store? Well, of course not. He never does any homework. He never reads any articles.
No, he knows what he's doing.
And he thinks my audience, they don't care. They don't care.
He's one of the most dishonest and sociopathic people I've ever known in real life, personally. And I'm not surprised by any of this. It is incredibly pathetic. And then one final thing I'm gonna mention. So Don't Look Up, I think, was an excellent film and a harsh criticism of American society, notably elite American society in the form of politicians and corporate media, okay? Apparently Jimmy Dore, not a fan of the film, probably because David Sirota had something to do with the film.
He's such a loser.
Super bitter that David Sirota wasn't like this rambling madman in favor of force the vote, of course. That's when he had the falling out with David Sirota. I mean, he's just such a clown. And according to what I'm reading here, Jimmy Dore comes out against Don't Look Up and decries partisan messaging because one of the characters in it, President Orlean, represents Trump, which isn't even true. There's no partisan commentary in that film. It's a criticism of the elite and how, literally the world falls apart and they're totally fine with it.
No, if Jimmy was honest and you're a populist, you'd love Don't Look Up. If you're a progressive, you would love Adam McKay, the writer and the director, is a giant progressive. And the movie is about, hey, don't ignore climate change. I couldn't even think of how to oppose it as a progressive.
I don't know, maybe the CIA is behind it.
No, think about it, because the CIA really is against corporations and corporate rule. Okay, none of it makes any sense, but it really shows you he doesn't care about principles or ideology or any of the issues at all. Everything is about me. What am I selling? That other guy's selling something else, and I don't like that he's making money. I want to make more money than him. Oh, the right wing gives me more money now. All of a sudden, I'm a right winger, and you don't like Don't Look Up. But your whole now shtick is, oh, I'm the populist against the elites. That movie's the most populist movie there is. The elites hate it so much, Democratic consultants called it a flop because they caught feelings that President Orlean is in a picture with Bill Clinton. So she's actually appears to be a Democrat in the movie. Jimmy should love that. A corporate Democrat who's humiliated in the movie. I didn't make money off of it and it looks like Sirota did. Oh, you didn't write any jokes, you are the joke. Oh, coming out against that, everything he's ever done. Oh, I'm pro-vaccines. Oh, that's not selling well to the right-wing audience I now cultivated. Now I'm anti-vaccine, I'm vaccine skeptical. Oh, I got something in my shoulder. Oh, I took the vaccine, I'm safe. But I don't want you to be safe, I'm making money off this. Oh, my neck, Just a hilarious grifter at this point. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.